Number 1. Read the course content objectives from Syllabus 3. Explain how you have or have not met these objectives. You can provide examples of work you have already done to illustrate your answer. What might you do next to better and more thoroughly meet these objectives? I have met the course content objectives listed in Syllabus 3. I have met most of the objectives on there, but I could also do better to improve on the work that I have already done to make it better. I have met the goals by using the provided resources to reach the goals that I have set for myself in the classroom. I use the library to get books when I need them, and I talk to the librarians if I need anything. For example, if I need to find a book to reference anything that I may be talking about in a discussion, or just something in general for class. If I can't find it, I talk to the librarians, or I use the computers and search on the database and go find the book myself. When I write my discussion posts, it is always in my own words, unless I am directly referring to a specific example, which then I cite my sources so it will not be plagiarism. Cheating only fails me because I would be robbing myself of an opportunity of learning. I understand that cheating and plagiarism will get me nowhere. It just cuts corners and I don't learn anything or benefit in any way. I would get a good grade, but I need more than a good grade. I need knowledge for my degree. To better and more thoroughly meet these objectives from Syllabus 3, I'm going to keep doing the same things that I am doing because it has proven to be successful for me. So I will keep using my own words and using the resources provided to me by the school so I can be a good student and pass the gender studies course successfully. I will apply all of this to more than just my gender studies course, but to all of my courses. Number 2. Select a theoretical concept we have discussed or read about in the course. Explain that concept and provide evidence of your understanding. Give a new example of how that concept applies that is not directly from the class material. The theoretical concept that I have chosen is from the book If You Could Be Mine that we read in class. I chose when Sahar wanted to give everything for the one that she loved. She was willing to transition genders just to be with the love of her life, her best friend, Nazrin. That is the definition of true love. It is a perfect example of doing anything for love, even though that was very drastic. Lots of people speak of this type of love, and you always see it in movies or read it in books. A new example that I came up with that is not directly from the class material is from a TV show that I saw. One day I was watching an episode of My 600-Pound Life. There was a couple on there, a married couple, and it was a woman who was going through gastric bypass surgery and intense workouts and therapy after, just so her husband would love her again. They had been together for many years, and she put on a ton of weight, hundreds of pounds actually. He didn't like all the weight she put on, so he was rude to her and very cold. She put herself through all of that pain in the surgery just so he could love her again, just to be loved by him again. Those two have parallels because they're both doing anything for love. Number 3. I use my independent thinking as much as I can to test myself. I also am good with using reasonable inquiry when assessing personal. If there is something pertaining to those areas that I can do, I try to help. I have the ability to make personal and professional decisions by applying knowledge and skills I have learned. I understand that one's framework and understanding of social responsibility shapes their actions. For example, if someone is introvert and sees an escalated altercation, their response might be, "Is it any of my business?" And they will not do anything because they do not feel it is their responsibility to intervene. I need to work on things like that to better meet these expectations and objectives. For example, I need to change the way I respond to situations